In the heart of London, a chilling tale took root, birthing a beast so malevolent, so ruthless, she'd come to be known as the British Man Killer. In the quaint boroughs of this timeless city, a girl was born into what appeared to be an ordinary family. Yet, beneath the surface of mundane family dinners and schoolyard friendships, a sinister undercurrent was brewing. As a child, she was unusually quiet, keeping to herself, always lost in her thoughts. But as she grew older, her unsettling quirks began to bloom into something far more ominous. During her teenage years, her fascination with the macabre took a dark turn. She began to indulge in twisted fantasies that were far from ordinary. The line between her imagination and reality began to blur, culminating in an act so vile it would forever mark the beginning of her gruesome journey. A mere teenager, she tasted her first kill. A thirst awakened, an insatiable hunger for death was born. With her first taste of death, the beast was unleashed. London, once a city of romance and charm, became her hunting ground, a place where love stories unfolded on cobblestone streets beneath the soft glow of gas lamps was now tainted by a sinister shadow. This was a stage where the macabre dance of death was choreographed by a femme fatale, an enchantress with a penchant for the grotesque. Her reign of terror began subtly. Men of all walks of life began disappearing, vanishing into the ether like wisps of smoke. Each one was found later, their life extinguished, their bodies bearing the unmistakable mark of the British Man Killer. Each murder was more gruesome than the last, escalating in an orchestration of horror that left the city paralyzed with fear. The cobblestones echoed with the whispers of her name, each syllable a chilling reminder of the predator lurking in the shadows. The once bustling taverns and pubs grew quiet, as men dared not step out into the night. The city, once vibrant and full of life, was now a ghost town after sunset. Its inhabitants prisoners of their own homes, their own fears. The fear was palpable, a thick fog that blanketed the city. The streets were deserted, the silence only broken by the eerie wail of the wind. Every man was a potential victim, every shadow a potential threat. The city was in the grip of an unseen terror, the heart of each citizen pounding with the rhythm of a ticking time bomb. The British Man Killer continued her dance of death, each murder a symphony of screams that echoed through the silent city. Her laughter, a chilling melody that played on the strings of fear that gripped the city. Each night was a terrifying performance, each dawn a grim reminder of the nightmare that had unfolded. The city was in the grip of terror, every man a potential victim, every night a nightmare waiting to unfold. But even the most cunning predator can't escape the law forever. The hunt for the British Man Killer was as relentless as her own gruesome pursuits. Tireless investigators, dogged in their resolve, pieced together the fragments of her bloody tableau. They followed the chilling trail she had left behind, a macabre breadcrumb trail of male victims. Through the fog of fear, the city held its collective breath. The shadow of the beast loomed over them, a spectre of terror, but the relentless pursuit of justice never faltered. Each new clue, each ghastly discovery, brought them one step closer to her. And then the moment of euphoria. The news broke like a thunderclap. She was caught. Relief washed over the city like a cleansing rain, sweeping away the lingering dread. The nightmare was over. Their tormentor was behind bars. In the end, justice prevailed. The reign of the British Man Killer came to an abrupt yet satisfying end. Her reign of terror over, the city breathed a sigh of relief. But the scars left by the British Man Killer would never fade. The streets of London, once vibrant and full of life, now echoed with the stories of her cold-blooded deeds. Every corner, every alley, bore the weight of her malevolent presence. The people, though free from her clutches, were forever marked by the horror she brought. The chilling tales of her killings became a part of the city's lore, whispered in hushed tones, a haunting lullaby for the city that never sleeps. The fear, once palpable, had now sunk deep into the hearts of the city folk, etching a permanent reminder of the darkness that had once roamed their streets. The children no longer played late into the evenings, the men no longer walked home alone at night. And the women, they looked over their shoulders a bit too often. The British Man Killer may be gone, But her legacy of terror lives on, a chilling reminder of the darkness that once prowled the streets of London.